everyone, Eileen Mowitz here from Usborne Books and More, and today I want to talk to you about some of our best sellers. These are taken off the top 100 list. So the first one I want to talk about is our Slide and See. This is for our babies and toddlers. This is a fun interactive book with vibrant colors, and there's finger holes in here to have these movable parts move, and it's kind of a nice alternative to regular flat books. Super fun. Next one is Animal Hide and See. This one's really great. There's lots of flaps as well as areas for touchy-feely parts of the book. And also there are some basic counting concepts in this one as well. This one's a fun one. My daughter loves this one. Just a great one to add to your collection. Muddle and Match. These are fun ones. So basically, what happens, there's 3 sections of the book and you can mix and match the story up however you want. My daughter loves this one. There are so many stories that we read from this one. This one is which one is this one? The Imagine one. There's ones on sports and jobs and adventure. There's several of these. This one's a fun one. There's A Mouse About the House. This one comes with a cute little mouse. What you do is you follow the mouse along the dotted line, and then, you put the mouse through and it comes out the opposite page, and then you read the story, and then you follow the mouse again. This is great because not only is it interactive, but it also starts to teach your child to read from left to right. So this one's a fun one. Just to give you, there's a spot for the mouse on every page. That's a great one. Next, for our preschoolers, is one of our Lift the Flap books. This one's about colors. There's shapes, numbers, words, and there's another one too. But so this one is great to teach about colors. There's flaps. There's questions on the bottom. It's usually like which animal's under the purple card, the elephant, and they can check themselves. And then down here, they're looking for certain animals, and it tells you what color it's under. So these are great for preschoolers. My daughter loves these. What Makes Rain? This is a questions and answers book. This one's beautifully done. This is probably one of my top 5 books. All sorts of questions about the weather. This is about rain. So what is the cloud like inside? How big are raindrops? This is about rainbows. These are beautiful. The answers are underneath each of the flaps. Then you have questions about the sun, thunder and lightning, wind. How strong is the wind? What does this do in the wind? So they're talking about the windmill. What does that do? So this one is a great one about questions and answers for the weather. It's beautifully illustrated. Next is Look Inside Your Body. If you have a little one who loves talking about the body and seeing what it's all about, this book has flaps everywhere. And it's nice age-appropriate information. It's nice bite-sized chunks. There's even a place, here it is, a couple pages, has flaps within flaps. So this one's talking about all the bones, and you can see the information on there. So just lots of, oops, this is a big one. Lots of information. This one's talking about the brain and what it does and stuff. So these are perfect for maybe 4-year-olds to maybe 6-year-olds. Next is a complete book of Farmyard Tales. This is perfect for beginner readers. This is a dual reader. What that means is that there's a top line of text and a bottom line of text. The top line can be read all by itself. You don't have to read the bottom. So if your child wants to just read by themselves, they can read the top line and the story makes sense. Or you can do a paired shared where they read the top, you read the bottom, or eventually they can read the whole story by themselves. It's a very cute book about this family who lives on Apple Tree Farm and their adventures. It's actually the same characters that are in the Hide and Seek Animals book that I just showed you earlier. Super fun. Next is our Count to 100 book. This is beautiful. This has such nice illustrations, and it shows the numbers in very creative ways and very interesting ways. I used to teach math, and I'm very impressed by this. So here's 40 noisy birds, and they're all in groups of 5, and they can count by 5s, or some pages they can count by 2s. Just a beautifully illustrated book about numbers. The next one is the Big Book of Colors. This one's great too. Each page is dedicated to a specific color and has all sorts of items and things on there that come in that specific color. Oh, and in the back it even has like this little plastic thing that you can talk about. It has a little blurb here about what you do with that, but that's a great one too if you're learning colors. Do you have someone who likes computers? This is one of our coding books. We have a brand new one that came out that's with Python coding, but this one is great. It's all about computers. This is a question and answers. This is also a lift the flap book. Usborne is known for their lift the flap books, so there are many flap books. It's proven that children learn better with flap books, so you'll see that. So there's all sorts of questions and information about all sorts of things about computers. Some of the stuff I honestly didn't even understand because, well, computers isn't necessarily my favorite thing, but if you have a child that likes it, this is for them. It's actually written in a very nice age-appropriate way. It's very good. And the last one I have to show you is How Things Work. This one is really neat because, again, another flap book because Usborne is known for their flap books. This one is all about movers and shakers, and here's the flaps. Shows all the machinery, and then more information about it, questions and information about all sorts of like movable automobiles and bikes and music. Just if you have that kid who is just interested about how things work, this really shows a lot of different objects and things and how things works and gives a lot of information. So those are just some of our best sellers. I hope you found some that you looked for, that you enjoy, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Bye guys.